And then they also gouged out the Sears logo in the front too. Get some help. Hi there, Michelle here, and welcome back to my channel. And today's video is a thrift with me and thrift haul. I feel like I've been doing a lot of thrift hauls lately, and it's because I've been finding so many good things. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just the summer and everyone's decided to completely deep clean their house and just get rid of everything that they don't need, and then they end up in the thrift stores, and then I end up in the thrift stores, and then I buy the things. I've just been finding really good things lately. So let's first go into the thrifting portion of this video, and then we will come back here and I'll show you what I got. This is the first store that we went to that day. I saw this really cool chessboard, and part of me really wanted it, but I mean, then I'd have to find the chess pieces that kind of go with it, so I did leave it. I do regret it, but also I don't need it. I have no one to play chess with. I was not expecting to do a ton of thrifting this day. I just kind of thought, oh, I might find a piece here, a piece there. I didn't think that it was gonna turn into this massive thrift haul that it will become in this video. I didn't film a lot in the thrift stores just because I didn't actually think I was gonna make an entire thrift haul video with this footage. I thought, you know, maybe it would go into a vlog or something. But yeah, I should just know by now that just film every single thing you see in a thrift store, because it's probably going to turn into a thrift haul video. Anywho, here's the second place. I was looking through a bunch of the men's shirts, you know, just seeing what there was. I don't really find a lot of clothing in this place. And then look what I found. A second Fisher-Price record player. By the way, I did buy the one in the last store. Then I saw this sewing machine that had all these little tabs to tell you what to do with it. And then we went to the third thrift store. Now, we don't really go to this one a lot just because the parking is like ridiculous. Like when I had to back out of here, there was so many cars that I'm like, I'm never gonna get out of this parking lot. But anywho, here we are. I don't know if I've ever found any clothing items in this store. So this is the next day, and we ended up going to Goodwill. I really thought this one was adorable, but there was a few stains on it. And then, oh my goodness, the amount of adorable button-up shirts at this store was mind-blowing. Like, there were so many good shirts here. Like, I couldn't believe it. And this is probably why I had such a big thrift haul, because I found so many good things at this one store. I got a big bag. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know why I keep thrifting. It's things that I've never seen before, and so I buy it. Anywho, this was kind of a few-day thrift haul. I think I went thrifting 3 days. I went thrifting once on Friday, and then me and my sister went to an estate sale, and then we stopped at a Goodwill on the way home, but my sister had to go to work, so I couldn't spend too much time, but I realized there were so many good things at this Goodwill that I ended up going back the next day and finding some more things. The first store we went to was the little thrift store in Font Hill. I love their furniture section. Now, I didn't find any furniture this time, but I found something that I have been kind of looking for ever since I saw Moonrise Kingdom by Wes Anderson. I saw it in the movie, and I'm like, I want to own this. Doesn't matter if it works or not, I just want it. And that is this Fisher-Price record player. Now, I know the one in the movie is not a Fisher-Price one. I know it's not a toy one. I know it's actually like a real record player that you can actually use real records on, but it's just like the aesthetic of the record player that I want. Hope that makes sense. Now, yes, it doesn't play real records. It just plays the plastic Fisher-Price ones. I have been looking for this for so long. That movie came out, what, in 2012? 10 years. I've been looking for something like this for 10 years. And we went to the first thrift store. I found this one, $25. We went to the second thrift store, which you saw in the footage. Same one. Same price. I found two in the same day. The same one, too. Not a different one. It was the exact same one. This one, however, was in better condition, so I'm glad I found this one first. The price was $25. What are you gonna do? Let's open this bad boy up. Oh. I've always wanted one of these as a kid. Although I don't know if they were still making them in the 90s, probably, but this is definitely pre-90s. I wonder if there's a date on here somewhere. 1978. Okay, I wasn't born for another 11 years. Has this little thing that would go over, play the record. You have your volumes, you have your speeds. I just think it's so cute. And then it has the plug on the back. I'm sorry, but this just looks so cool. Like, can't you just see it somewhere in my room? And it's my colors too. Orange and browns and reds. It's you know, my theme. I'm really happy that I picked it up. So the next store we went to was the one in Jordan, the little thrift store that I keep talking about. I ended up finding these soup magnets that have seen some better days, but I just thought that they were so cute. Little soup cans. You have a tomato soup, a beefsteak tomato soup, and then another tomato soup. They're all tomato soup by Campbell's. On the bottom, it actually says 1995, and I thought I could just, you know, do this. She charged me 25 cents for each one. I ended up just giving her $1 because it was like, you know, one of those little charity shops, and I'm like, what am I gonna do with 25 cents? So I just gave her $1 and went on my way. Then the next store we went to was also in Vineland. We went to so many stores, I kind of forgot what we went to. First thing I saw was this adorable cookie tin that I will be putting my sewing things in. There was probably sewing stuff in here before. I just loved the graphics on this. I've never seen like these nice flowers, like the floral ones. It has like a nice little lip on the lid of the tin. I don't know why I like that, but I do. My Oma used to always have these at her house, so every time I think of these cookies, I think of her. This was also $1. Then the next thing I found was this. It is another label maker. In my last video, I had thrifted a label maker that didn't really work, and I don't know if it was because of the tape that I have or what, but this one just looked really cool. You just put the tape here, and I actually did order some on Amazon that are the exact same style of the tape, and I use it for another label maker that I already owned that I got from my grandpa. But now I'm just like kind of obsessed with vintage label makers. What is wrong with me? But you know, you just kind of spin it. Let's see if I can write my name. Okay, it still works. The M is just a little bit thick. I don't think I pressed it enough, but it does actually tell you the type of tape you need. It's orange. Love anything, you know, the warm retro colors, because it's me. Oh, look at that. I didn't realize this right now, but on the side here, you can actually change the size of tape you want to use. I think this was $2. The next store we went to was actually the same store that I found that really cool denim jacket in my last thrift haul, and then I found something equally as cool in this one. And this was the Mission Thrift, and I found this Vans first off, button-up shirt. I love checkerboard, and I just thought this one was really cool. Button-up. It says off the wall on the bottom. The size is a medium, and it was $5.50. I found it in the men's section, and I mean, $5.50 for a Vans shirt? Sold. You don't have to convince me to buy it because it's already in my cart. Okay, so this is how this looks on. It actually fits really nice. Now I know I look like the finishing lap flag of a sports race, but I love it. Okay, we're going back to 2006, 2007 when I was obsessed with anything striped and anything black and white checkered. Elder emo here. This is what I like. This is what I still like. But guess what? I can afford these things now, so I'm gonna buy them. I really do like the fit. It does need to be steamed. I know that. The steamer's over there. I just don't want to do it right now. I didn't realize how many clothes that I thrifted, and I've kind of just been putting the try-on part of the video off for a little bit because there's so much stuff I have to try on, and I just don't want to try anything of it on. But here I am, we're trying things on today. I think the collar needs a good iron down, but other than that, I love it. And there is a little pocket here, which you can't even notice that there's a pocket because the way that it's sewn is just like blends right in, which I love. It's bold, it's in your face, but I do love it, so I will be wearing it. Then we ended up going to the Smithville thrift store, which we haven't been in such a long time. I found this book. It is one of the Jurassic Park series. It is a series of books. If you didn't know, if you thought it was just the movies, it's also books. I also didn't know they were books until a few years ago. Books. So this one here is copyrighted 1995. Is this when the book came out? Yeah, 1995. The book came out in 1995 and the copyright date says 1995. So this is probably a first edition book. On further inspection, I do realize that this book is not first edition. It's close enough to it that it's fine. Like, it wasn't like printed in the last 10 years. It's good for me. And I got it for $1. I know it says $5 up here, but that was actually from something else, and then eventually got donated to there. I want to collect all like the first edition books, and then eventually I will read them when I have time, The other thing I found there, this shelf set. Now you might be like, Michelle, that is a piece of paper. It's because I put the shelves up yesterday because I got bored and I'm like, I'm not waiting for the video, I need them up. So the shelves that I actually got, these two little ones right here, these are the really easy ones where all you have to do is just install these metal bars, and then you just put the little brackets in, and then the shelf just sits right on top. It is so easy, and then you can also just move the shelves up and down or wherever you want them to go. Pretty easy, and I got this for $2. Everything was included in it. It had the 2 wooden shelves, and then it had the 4 brackets, and then it had the 2 metal pieces. It had the screws. It's holding up. It's looking good, and I love it. I'm putting all my t-shirts on there. Here are the shelves up. For anybody wondering why I installed the shelves in front of the mirror, it's because I have nowhere else to put the mirror. The shelves are also not even touching the mirror. So in the end, the mirror is actually safer where it is than if I were to have taken it down, because I probably 100% would have broken the mirror if I would have taken it down. This is what the actual shelf looks like. These are the metal bars that go into the wall, and then there's these guys here, which still has the price on it. I just couldn't be bothered to take it off. So I kind of categorized my clothes. So these are like, I want to say like, you know, Hot Topic graphic tees here. These are more plainer tees with like no graphics on that I can like wear to work, and then like, you know, like some wolves and stuff like that. These here are kind of like more graphic tees, but also like some band tees. And then this is just my Stranger Things t-shirt collection. That's just for Stranger Things shirts. There's no date on here, but just looking at this is like from definitely the 70s or the 80s. No one had used them. Everything was still covered up in the original plastic. That was a fun find. And then while I was there, my sister actually saw it, and then she had to show me. I bought myself another sewing machine. This one is a child sewing machine from, I believe, probably the 70s or the 80s. $5. $5. I did open it up to make sure that it worked. It worked. It runs on batteries. I think there was a plug where you could have originally had plugged it into the wall, but it is not included in this. Look how cute this is. It's so tiny. Oh, it's so cute. Whoever owned it, I hate you, child. They scratched out the sears. They just took a knife and just scratched it out. Why would you do that? What's wrong with you? Oh, it's so tiny. And then they also gouged out the Sears logo in the front too. Child, get some help. It has everything in there. I think it is only a single stitch, obviously. Gotta figure out what that does. What is the... Oh, the bobbin is kind of weird. It's a pretty cool little machine. I love it. I think it's neat. And like this little pedal, which I didn't realize it was on. There's a little on-off switch on the pedal, and it was left on, so when I pressed it, the machine just started going, and it kind of scared me. When I bought this, I was telling the lady who was cashing me out that I collect vintage sewing machines, and you know, I try to fix them. I haven't fixed them yet. I'm gonna fix them. And she said, not 15 minutes before I got into the store, some lady bought an Elena sewing machine. And I'm like, what? Now, you know I have an Elena sewing machine. I'll show you a photo here. I thrifted it months ago. I think it is the coolest machine ever. And I really wish I would have seen that one to see if it was the same one or not. But anyways, the lady bought it. Kind of glad that someone else bought it and I didn't, because if I would have seen it, I probably would have just bought it. Everything works out for a reason. So that's that. The next day, I ended up going to Goodwill with my sister. I haven't been to this Goodwill in so long. It's usually where I find all my favorite like winter coats. I did not buy a winter coat. Don't worry, it didn't happen. There was so many good things in this store. Again, like I said, I had to go back the next day and keep thrifting because I wasn't able to go through the entire store. So let's go through what I found. One of the first things that I found, this shirt, it says, "Be kind to your mind." You know, it's a cute little saying, but I really liked this color. I like the smiley face, very 90s. I just think this color looks really cute. I probably would have worn it for this video if I didn't have to show you in the video that I thrifted it. I did pay $4.49 for it, so I think that's a pretty good price for just a simple t-shirt. This is the t-shirt on. I just really like the color. I really like the fit. The fit is really nice. It's just, you know, that oversized fit I like. I don't really buy anything that has a lot of like text logos unless it says Stranger Things. But I thought that this one was just cute. You know, it just has a little smiley face. Reminds me of like the Walmart smiley face from the 90s. And I found this one actually in the men's section, so that's like something that you need to do is if you go thrifting, look in every section, because sometimes the people who put stuff out don't really know what they belong in and they just guess. This is your sign to look in every department because you never know what you're gonna find in a thrift store. Then I went over into the ladies section. First thing that caught my eye was this. Look at how lovely this pattern is. Now it is very see-through. I do plan on wearing something underneath it. I know I mentioned this a lot that I don't wear blue, but this is the retro blue that I am happy to wear, that I absolutely love, like with these florals. Oh, so cute. It was $7.49. That's not too bad for a cute top like this. It looks very vintage. It does say it is from Penman's. There we go. Something like this. I think that actually works. I have to figure, I keep seeing TikToks of people of how you're supposed to like properly tie these so they lay nice and flat. I don't remember it, but I think this one's really cute, especially if I wore like a little tank top underneath it. And then even if I had like, say like the buttons down like this, and I had a cute little graphic tee or just like a white tee or something underneath it, I think that would look really good. And I really like how it is very thin and sheer, so it'll be perfect for the summer. Put like a tank top underneath. I don't own tank tops because I don't wear tank top. You have to buy one somewhere, I don't know. But anyhow, other than that, I really do like this, and I absolutely fell in love with this print. Like, look how cute this print is. Like, if I could get this print as a wallpaper, I totally would. As you saw in the clip, there were so many great button-up shirts, but I couldn't buy them all, so I had to pick and choose. The other one that I found was this one. This one was so cute. It was also $7.49. The brand is R&K, and it has this really cute little flower detail on the pocket. I just think this was such a really cute find because here's the thing, this summer I'm either going between button-up shirts or graphic tees. I think that's my style like every single summer. Just like the checkerboard one, this one needs a really good steaming. It needs a really, really good steaming. But again, I got lazy and I didn't do it. I had a plan of doing it. I had them on hangers. I'm like, I'm gonna steam them. And then I'm like, no. Anywho, this is what it looks like. I think it looks really cute. I feel like there was definitely some shoulder pads in here at one point. They're gone, so I didn't have to do it because I don't like shoulder pads, so I would have taken them out regardless. I don't know, I think it's because there were shoulder pads on it, but they kind of have like that poofiness. I don't know if that was supposed to be or it's just because it's a little oversized, but I think it looks really cute. It is a little sheer, so I think I have to wear something different underneath, but there's like a little pocket with the flower in it. This is what it looks like tucked in. If I untuck it, it's kind of like that, but preferably I like my shirts tucked in. Long ago, like 10 years ago, I never tucked anything in because, you know, I went to a Catholic school and it was like, tuck your shirts in. And so then after you don't have to wear the uniform, you're like rebelling. I'm like, I'm never tucking my shirts in ever again. But here we are, 2023, everything has to be tucked in. I don't like this. It doesn't give me any shape, whereas, you know, I just think it looks better. And then on that day, I found this sweater. I'm gonna show you the sweater in a second, but I just have to like build up the excitement that I have for this sweater. I've seen this sweater before. I don't know where, maybe in a movie, maybe in a TV show, maybe someone else was wearing it that I saw, and I saw it and I'm like, I need to own this. How do I get my hands on it? Okay, look at this. Look at this majestic cat with some sparkles on it. I'm still shocked that I found this. It was $8.49. If they would have had this for 15 bucks, I would have paid $15. No more than 15, not a penny more than $15, but I would have paid $15 for this. The brand just says Style Studio. Just a cat on a sweater. Here's the thing. I love cats. Sometimes it is really hard to find cats in the wild in thrift stores. Kind of difficult to find them because I absolutely love anything that has a cat on it, or like, you know, wild animal. Like, you know, you got your deers, you got your wolves, you got your fish, etc. But this is like one of my favorite finds recently. And I know I thrifted this, but I kind of like this a little bit more. I know. Let me tell you, when I saw this in the store, I'm like, of course it's coming home with me. How can it not come home with me? And I have not actually been in this particular Goodwill in months, probably since Christmas time, just because I haven't really found anything good there in the last few times I've went. I am so glad I went. I found this. And look. The eyes are glittery and the whiskers have some glitter on it. I feel like I've seen this in a movie somewhere and I don't remember what it was, but it was obviously some crazy cat lady character, and I think I saw it and I'm like, I need it. Now, obviously I own it, and if it's not from a movie, maybe it's from my wildest dreams. Now I have it and I'm kind of bummed out. Let me clarify. I'm a little bummed out because when this video comes out, it is June. Right now, it is May the 31st, and it is warm out. I have very limited time to wear this before it gets too hot. This is a long haul. This is probably the biggest haul that I've had in a really long time. So when I went back the next day, I found more things. The reason why I ended up going back the next day is because I had originally seen this sweater. It is Northern Reflections. It was $8.49. It has little blue jays on it. It's wintry. It has the cute collar. And at the time, I had already had this in my cart that I knew I was gonna buy. I'm like, I don't need to be spending all my money. I'll just leave it. And then that entire night, I'm like, I need to go back for that sweater. And I did. So cute, so darling. I had to go back for this one. I feel like the more I'm trying clothes on, the messier my hair is getting. I'm a fan of this because, you know, I don't gravitate towards the blues, but this, I actually think it looks really cute. Again, a little disappointed that I have to wait till next year really to wear it because it is too hot out now, unfortunately. I like the little birds. I like this detailing. Bought one a few months ago that was Northern Reflections. Same make as this. It was red, but it had a brown collar, and there was like some dragonflies on it, but the dragonflies were like right here, and they were just really small, and you couldn't really see them, and it just, I bought it because there's Northern Reflections and I liked the look of it. You know, I like more of a graphic coming from the person who loves a big wolf on their shirt, so you know. But anywho, I really do like this. I like how it fits. I am so glad I went back the next day to buy this because I was buying so much the day before that I'm like, no, I don't need this sweater. I should be buying for the now, not for the future. But then like in my head, I'm like, it's Northern Reflection. There's birds on it. Why didn't you buy it? Went back and I bought it. And then while I was there, I'm like, let's see what else there is in the store. Ended up finding just this cute t-shirt. I really love mustard yellow. Kind of hard to find mustard yellow sometimes in thrift store, like the color. This one was really cute. It was $4.49. The brand is called Fifth and Son. It's giving me probably found at Winners or something. Like a Marshall's type of shirt. I do have two shirts like this that have mushrooms on it. So it's kind of neat to have another one with plants. Okay, so here is this cute little shirt. I love it because it is yellow. I love yellow. Gives you the name of each cactus. Now this is giving me something that I would have bought in 2016. Now this is how I like a tee to fit that's not oversized. You know, I like my oversized tees, but when it's not oversized, I like this fit where it's still a little loose. It's not like constricting me or anything like that. It's a little bit more flattering. But yeah, I do like this one. Also, something really funny. Last week I ended up going thrifting again. I know. I actually saw somebody holding up this shirt in another thrift store and they were looking at it thinking about buying it, and in my head I'm like, I already bought that, thank goodness, because I really like that shirt, but I had already bought it. And then the last thing I found there, I've kind of wanted one of these for a while. They're not that common to find. Coveralls, men's coveralls, because they cover all, like. Now I want to get back into crafting this summer, painting, whatnot. I want to do more things this summer, and I just don't have that wardrobe that will allow that, in a sense that I don't really have any work clothes. With this, I could just wear my normal clothes and then put this on top and not have to worry about getting paint or stains or anything on it. Thinking about this now, I probably should just wear this 24/7. Wouldn't get any of my clothes dirty. It is from Delco Hilton Works. I think I might get a patch and put a big patch on here. That would be kind of neat. The price is what got me. $12.99 for this. That's pretty good. In this particular one, they did have a changing room that you can change in, so I just put this on over my normal clothes and it fits. There's a few little adjustments that I need to make because obviously this is made for a man. But other than that, it fits and it's not too tight, which I always have a problem when I try on pants, especially men's pants. They're just too tight. All right, so here's the jumpsuit on. I think I do need to make a little alteration. That's fine. All I think I'm gonna do, well, I'm gonna have to take apart the zipper, so that's something that I have to do. But I think down here is just so low. Cut this and just bring it up like that is going to be a little bit of a challenge, but I want to do it. So here's the front, and then like here's the back. I'm also going to like cover that up with something. Here's the funniest thing ever that I didn't even cross my mind when I was buying this. My sister ended up going to Anime North last weekend. You know, she cosplayed. I'm like, oh, like what would I cosplay as? And then I was kind of thinking that like before the whole panorama happened, I'm like, oh, I'll go as my favorite character from my favorite movie, Hot Rod. And what does Rod wear in Hot Rod? Coveralls. He wears coveralls. He wears blue coveralls. And I freaked out. I'm just like, oh my goodness, I didn't even realize I bought these, not even thinking of the potential, if you will. What I am going to do is I'm going to recreate Rod's outfit in this. His is a little bit more patriotic. I'm not gonna do that, okay? I'm Canadian. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like kind of replicate it. So he does have like a red stripe down here, so I am gonna put the red stripe. His is a little bit more worn. I'm looking at the photos of it. So I think I'm gonna put a little patch, and then he has like the American flag. But again, we're gonna nix that. Maybe I'll put like a cat patch or something. I do have one that says Baby Cat Gang somewhere. And he does have like the yellow cape that says Rod on it, so I might make that. And it is more of a lighter denim, but you know, it's fine. I think I'm gonna do that to this. And then I'm gonna wear it, not out, but like I want to start getting into painting, and I want to do like more woodworking projects because my dad has all that stuff in the garage, but I don't really have clothes to do that in. Now I have this, so I can get this messy and dirty and paint on it and it won't bother me. So yeah, just really excited for this, especially for $13. It is such a good price. That will do it for this video. This was like a really good thrift haul. I didn't realize how much I thrifted until I started doing this haul. There we go. Excited to wear these in the future. If you're new to my channel, you like sewing, thrifting, crafting, and of course crocheting, why not hit the subscribe button? You can follow me on my Instagram and my TikTok. I think that's it. So y'all have a good day now.